I am here to express my excitement to you because season 3 of Atlanta is finally out. Atlanta is without a doubt my favorite show on television. Donald Glover really does his thing as far as his depictions of Black life, which are very regal, very nuanced and sophisticated, but at the same time, extremely relatable. And the writing is very intelligent, really funny. And he's been keeping us waiting for I think over 2 years at this point for season 3. And it just aired. And I just have to give you all a quick take. I cannot tell you that I'm going to review every single episode of this season, but I did have to talk about season 1, episode 1. It's called 3 Slaps. And it centers on a young child, Black boy named Laquavius, who is mischievous. He's dancing in class. The teachers can't handle him. And so they call his parents up to the school, and his mother goes off, right? His mother's just she's upset at the school, and then she gets on him oh, you want to dance right now. Go. And then so his father, who's an older man, sorry. There's so many layers to the show. I just want to hone in on this layer though, because it's just really profound. He slaps him he slaps him 3 times, but it's these really soft slaps, right? What happens? The white teacher gets involved. We're going to get you out of there. They have Child Protective Service come get him from his home. So he's dropped off at this white lesbian couple's home. And, it smells weird. They're all hippie-ish, woke, and all this type of stuff. But they're underfeeding them. And they give them some food that's supposed to be fried chicken. It's not fried chicken. And it gets kind of darker and darker, but there's still that humor in it. And as I'm watching it, it becomes clear that he is reenacting the life of Devontae Hart. Now, Devontae Hart was adopted by a white lesbian couple and they had a lot of kids of multiple cultures. Devontae Hart was Black. I think they had a few Black kids as well. But he went viral because during all of the tension between Black people and the police, when that was reaching a fevered pitch, there was a viral picture of him crying and hugging a police officer in Portland, Oregon. I remember at the moment I said, I didn't like it. I know propaganda when I see it. But then as you dug into it, you saw that he had he was adopted by these white parents, these white mothers, which makes sense. And so at any rate, as to why they would send him to hug a cop, right? He's wearing the hat. The kid in the episode of Atlanta is wearing the same hat that he's wearing. And as they're abusing them, but they're able to get away with it. I'm talking about these mothers. They're able to get away with it because of white privilege, and because on the surface it looks like they are just doing humanity a service by taking care of these Black children, because that Black children need it, right? We can't raise our own kids, so white women have to come in and show us how to do it. But of course, they weren't showing us how to do it. They were failing, and they were also taking several pictures of their kids, even though they were abusing them. The same thing in this episode. Now, I don't think that people spoke enough about Devontae Hart and the Hart family when they're alive. They don't speak a lot about it now, but this is why I love the show Atlanta. There's some balance between the surreal and what's funny and what's profound And what's revolutionary and all these layers, all these things coexisting in the show, what ended up happening in real life with the Hart family is these women drove all of their kids off of a cliff in Mendocino County, California, into the ocean. They've never been found. They were pronounced dead, and then it turns out that they were running from Child Protective Services. That's not what ends up happening in this episode of Atlanta. They ended up, of course, spoilers, right? You know how I do. But they end up attaining their freedom, and the Black boy, Laquavius, who his adoptive parents end up calling Larry because it's easier to pronounce, right? So they anglicize his name, Laquavius Laquarius or something, but they anglicize his name and call him Larry. They say it's easier. And, you know, they just have this God complex. Like these poor Negroes, we have to show them, we have to basically colonize these savages. We have to show them what's right. We have to show them what's correct. We have to show them what's proper. When they are in no moral place to show us how to do anything. But society really buys into this idea, which is how they could get away with it. But in the show, he flips it, right? Because the couple, the adoptive parents perish, they drive themselves off of a cliff, but all of the children are free. And what does the young boy do? He goes back to his mother, his Black mother, his biological mother, and is able to appreciate everything that she's trying to tell him. And as it turns out, it was all a dream. Ernie was dreaming the whole thing up. But I just want to, listen, man, I am going to watch the episode several more times. And I don't want to say it was worth the wait, but I definitely didn't feel let down after watching episode 1. It's some needed social commentary. It centers Blackness in a way that, you know, it values us, it values our customs, it values the hood folks, it values the musicians, it values blues and Black classical musicians as far as the soundtrack is concerned, and hip hop and everything. The cinematography is amazing, the acting is good, the writing is outstanding. And so shout out to Mr. Glover and the whole cast, everyone involved with Atlanta, for telling the story of Devontae Hart and the Hart family. So listen, man, episode 1 in the books. I really want you all to check it out and get back to me. Peace, tribe.